Video of my s911. I've customized it a lot. It has had some issues when I first bought it. Like the wheels were too big and heavy for the vehicle, it would overheat the motor. So I had to buy a heat sink with a fan. Had to cut over the box to let it breathe, take that part off. It also reduced some weight by taking these plastic parts off. I also changed the connection to Mia. The wheels are lighter than the ones that came before, like I said, and I painted the inside of it. It looks like it has calipers. That's pretty cool. Added the wing from the s911. See if that gave it a little more stability in the back, because I use it for bashing outdoors. And the suspension has a tendency of breaking right under here, so it'll just come loose from that arm. So I just put up a little piece of like plastic, and I screwed them into place. All four corners will do that, and this is held up pretty well. Just a little piece of plastic that I cut, made a hole in, and screwed it right down. Now the suspension is much better and it'll hold up. If you want to change this car to a Lipo battery from the stock battery, you're going to need a fan and a heat sink because it will overheat. And I'm using a Venom, what is it, 11.4 volt. I think it's 2200, and it gives it plenty of runtime. I used to run stock for like 10 minutes. And now it runs even faster, stronger, and you can run it for probably an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. But you also have to be careful with this motor, because even with the heatsink and the fan, it will overheat. So I always constantly watch that. Let's see what else I've done to it. I just replaced the gearbox because it's so powerful with the Lipo that something happened where both wheels weren't turning at the same time. Also, I just used a Velcro strap to hold down the Lipo battery onto the front. And that's it, but it's turned out to be a pretty good car for bashing and beating. It's about $70 on Amazon. And if you have any questions, you want to see it running, I'm probably going to do a running video soon. But you can see I run it in my backyard and dirt and hills and lots of leaves back there. It does pretty good. The suspension is kind of bouncy and floaty, but it's good enough for what it does. It does pretty well. Alright, if you like this video, subscribe. If you want to see more, you want to ask questions about it, you can just leave that in the comments below.